Greetings, Greywitch here. Today we're going to talk about Headhunter and all of the city target locations. Now I'm not really going to deal with the vehicles because they're pretty much easy to do even if you have cops. You just follow at a safe distance, close enough to lock on but far enough away that they can't shoot you. Wait for them to get to a traffic light or a turn or something like that, and then just let the rockets go, and once the first set hits, just send the next set right behind them and you pretty much got that one nailed, and they're pretty easy to do. As long as you don't get in front of them, because if you get in front of them, they're going to start eating you up with their bullets. Now this first location is the Overpass Storage building, and it's a pretty easy one to take out the main guy if you get into the right position. Now he likes to hide all the way back in the corner of this building, so what you want to do is you want to come around from the bridge over this way, kind of head towards the stadium, and you'll see a couple of billboards, and you want to line up between this one right here that I'm getting ready to come up to and the one that's right in front of the building that I'm aiming at. If you get in between that area, you can lock on with a rocket right to the first guy and the one you have to kill, and if you follow the rocket right where it goes, you'll see that this goes right to where the main target is. Take him out, and as soon as you take him out, start flying away, because the rest of the guys are really accurate right here and there's no real cover, so they can hit you really quick, take out your armor. And if you're, from the cops, they can take you out pretty fast. Now this one's the Cypress Flat warehouse. This would be on the way to Simeon's docks if you're doing an export vehicle. It's right behind the ammunition. This one is another one that's real easy to do. Come over from the bridge side, stay up, a pretty good distance in the air, and then once you lock on, just start letting the rockets go. You most likely take out the guy that's on the roof first. And then if you notice the L-shaped building that I'm firing at, the guy that you want to kill is right underneath where this rocket hits right now. So this last rocket will take out the actual target. And then once he's dead, you just zip on out. He's right there at the end of that L-shaped building. And this one's another one that's pretty easy. Now this is across from the Pillbox Hill LSPD, and it's in between a bunch of buildings in an alley, and this one can be a pain in the butt to do, especially in a car, because you try to come up, it's a bottleneck. It's real easy for them to shoot you, but if you can come over this police station right here, you can see the two helipads and line up like right over the air conditioner units. You'll be able to lock on and you should just shoot quickly 2 rockets, and it'll lock onto the guys standing near vehicles, and when those vehicles explode, it'll kill the target. And this one is pretty easy, and you can just get right out of there. It can be a pain in the butt if you have cops, though. And if you don't have cops, it's real easy. You can knock this one out real quick. Now this one's a La Mesa 24-hour storage, and this is another one that can be a pain in the butt to do with the helicopter. And the reasons why is because there's so much stuff around this area that you can run into, which is the main reason that I use the Buzzard for in the city. In the countryside, I'll use the Savage because there's not really as much to hit. But what you want to do is you want to come up over this overpass and start launching onto targets. All of the bodyguards are right out in the open, so you're pretty much going to lock onto them first. But if you do this one in a vehicle, you can just park right there on that overpass right there and shoot and take out the guy real quick, and then jump in your vehicle and take off. But you're going to pretty much lock onto the bodyguards on this one first, because the main target is in between the two 18-wheeler containers down there, and it seems like no matter what, you're going to lock onto the bodyguards first. So once you take them out, you just wait until you lock onto that last guy and then send the rocket away. And he's right down there, and now he's dead. And this one's a pretty easy one too. It just can be, if you have cops, this one can be a pain in the butt because there's a police station right there and they'll come right out, shoot at you. It's annoying. Now this one's the West Vinewood parking garage, and this one is probably one of the hardest ones to do, but can be one of the easiest ones for the Buzzard. And what you want to do is come right down over this street, and you want to stay about even with the building that's right to the right. It has that weird little metal shape thing on there. And then once you lock on, you want to keep the rockets about even with the opening of the parking garage, and then you'll just send that rocket straight through that little gap. And this first rocket takes out the guy, and then I just shoot the other rockets just because I can kill those other guys pretty quick. get the RP. But this one's a lot easier to do with the Buzzard than it is with the vehicle. And then right here, there's a perfect example of taking out a car. If one of the cars you have to take out is in traffic, right at a red light, perfect time. Because you can just launch down there. The additional explosions will help out taking out the armored vehicle. Because I actually make the kill with this rocket here, but I just sent another one just to be just to be sure. That double tap. Always got to be careful. No sense, they're free rockets. No sense in wasting. Alright, here's the Rockford Hills Hotel Pool. This is another one that is really easy to do with the Buzzard. So basically all you want to do is just come up over to this one building right here, and you want to be about this height, and as soon as you lock on, you'll lock right onto the target. Just let the rocket go, it'll go all the way back into that corner and take that guy out. You don't have to deal with any of the bodyguards and just fly away. This is a real easy one to do with the Buzzard. Well, any of the helicopters really that have rockets. Now this one is the West Vinewood Hotel Courtyard. Now this is another one where all of the bodyguards are outside, so you're going to lock onto them first. So if you come over from this angle, it gives you a full shot of the courtyard. You want to stay high enough so where you don't lock on and where the rockets will go through the trees. But you'll take out the bodyguards first. So just lock onto them one at a time, and then just stay back far enough to where they can't eat up your armor with shooting at you. And then once the bodyguards are killed, you can lock onto the last guy to be hiding behind that tree right over there in the corner. He's dead. Just fly off. Move to the next target. And this one is pretty simple too. Now this one is extremely easy. The Cool Beans Coffee Shop in Mirror Park. This one is usually a one shot, one kill. If you come in from this angle, you want to come over from the casino and kind of swing around. Now if you're in a vehicle, you can go right up on that dirt road right there and snipe this guy. But if you're right here, the only guy you'll lock onto is the target. You just let that rocket go, and you're going to go right up onto the roof right there at the top of the stairs, take that guy out. And that one's real easy. You don't even get close enough for them to shoot at you. Now this one can be tricky. This is the Toro Pier. And the only reason that this one's can be tricky is because of the guy will move if you don't get him with the first rocket. So what you want to do is you want to come around from this side over here, and you want to aim towards where these 6 flags are right down here on the ground and the 2 ramps. You want to kind of get right there, and once you lock on, you want to try to get the rocket to go right up that path. And it'll follow right up and hit this little booth that's back there, and he's standing right there. First rocket takes him out, next rocket takes out the bodyguard. And then you just fly away. It's that easy. Now this one is at the dry docks, the shipyard. And this one is another one that is really easy to do with the Buzzard. And once you start heading down here, you just want to fly right out, kind of like you're heading towards Merryweather's, and then about right here turn and just start heading back towards this little building over here. And if you come over just slowly drifting, the first target you'll lock on will be on the right side of the building, and that's the guy you got to kill. You just send the rocket loose and that guy's dead. And like I said, this one's pretty easy. Alright, well this is Grey Witch. I hope this helps you out, and I will see you next time. Peace!